Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Drazu here, coming with another TPL video. This is one of my first few TPL fights, just like my third or fourth, and I've decided to try something pretty interesting. As you can see, I've got all of the cheap rings here, the cheap elemental rings. Now, these are really interesting because they do a total of 7 icons each. So there's 4 offensive icons, and then there's 3 defensive icons of the opposite icon type. And then I'm going to try and pair them up with the weapons up here. But here's the thing, I'm going to try and use those 4 weapons as much as possible in the beginning so I can scout out the other person's set and see which elemental rings I should use. So that's kind of my strategy here. I think it's pretty interesting. And the reason why also I'm holding off on using the rings is because they are fragile. They are very fragile, actually. Every time you use it, it's supposedly a 40% chance that it will break. And it's not like semi-fragile where you have it. Oh yeah, as you can see there, the eyes are back. If you saw the first video, the Wraithakara didn't have eyes, but now it does have eyes. So they fixed that glitch, actually. Quite interesting. And you'll see why in a second, actually. So I opened up with this combo, but the reason why, yeah, so they're very fragile. It's 40% chance that they're gonna break, and it's not semi-fragile where you have them back the next match. They're fragile to the point where you have to buy another one. I mean, that's not a problem because they are cheap. That's why they're called cheap. Fire ring, cheap air ring. As you can see, he uses dark right here, which is the one icon type I cannot defend in this set, so that really worries me. I hope he doesn't make that move again. I don't think he does, but yeah, that concerned me. That's why I zoomed in. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, so it's not a problem because I can buy another one, but that takes work, you know. But either way, I have to hold off from using those rings until the end of the match. So right now, this is a good combo. And look, Greg right here says eyes. I wrote into the Neopets Times the other day about the eyes, and I guess they saw it, and I guess I fixed it. So you might see it in the editorial, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they just read it and just fixed it and said why bother put it in the editorial. But this is a good move I'm using right here. This is all out physical and with 3 light icons from Static Cling, and then I'm defending 3 physical, but obviously none of those defensive icons catch here. We both deal 6 icons this turn, and now look at this, water is used. So now this is good. I'm like, okay, I have an elemental ring that can cover water. So I think I use that here. Do I use that ring right now? No, I think I use bandage right now. I forget what I do. I'm trying to look. Oh yeah, this is a good healing move because it's 12 offensive icons, 6 water, 6 physical, and then I get that 15 HP overheal. So I'm taking another opportunity to see what else is had. And as you can see, he doesn't heal. That was kind of not what I was expecting to happen. I was like, oh wait, what? That was an early victory. So I was really pissed off because I didn't even get a chance to use my rings that match. Like, I'm Lord of the fucking Rings. I need to use my rings. So, we go into another match here. He says Drazu Livingston, I presume, and I have no idea what that's referencing. Greg has a lot of very obscure references to things. The only thing I can think of is like Sean Livingston, the NBA player, but I have no idea what that has to do with anything right now. So I'm kind of confused on that message. But either way, we go back in it. And now I'm kind of pissed because I used pretty much all the possible combos I could use without diving into using those elemental rings. So I'm wondering, like, do I do the same thing? Or do I just start using them now and hope that the set didn't change? But then again, even if I did that, the rings are still fragile and they're going to break on me. So, I mean, it's a 40% chance, so hopefully they won't. But I'm not going to take that chance right now. It's the very beginning of the match. So what I decided to do ultimately is just do the exact same move that I did, like almost in the same order too. Like this is my opening move from the first match. This is my opening move in the next match. So I'm like, hopefully he doesn't think I'm gonna go heavy in air this turn. But you know what? He thinks I'm gonna go heavy air this turn, and he gets the lead by 2 right off the bat, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I think the first half of TPL matches really aren't as significant as the second half because with the 15 HP overheal, a lot of the times the heal turns come out even at the end. Like once you heal, you're at 12 HP, regardless of whatever they do to you that turn, like in terms of damage. So I'm not too concerned. I just keep doing the same thing I'm doing right now. And I had the rings out there because he used water and air, so I took note of myself. So to block water and air, I would use the earth ring and the fire ring. So I just kind of put that on screen there for a second just to show that. And so now I'm going back to this is the exact moves I made the fight before, like in the exact same order. My second move was that all-out physical and with a little bit of light from Static Cling. And as you can see, look at this. Halitosis is used this turn. We all know what that means, hopefully. It's going to be used again next turn. It's going to stack. So I know that Earth is going to be used next turn. So I take that to my advantage. I'm like, okay, I know what ring blocks Earth. That's my cheap air ring, motherfuckers. So here we go. Cheap air ring. That's 4 air and blocks 3 Earth. And so I'm going to use that. That's 7 icons paired up with Icicle gives me 13 icons. 13 out of 14 possible. And then I use my Bronze Scorestone. So I'm really confident in this heal turn. As you can see, I'm back to 12 HP. I don't take any, damage past what I over healed, I guess. Yeah, I took 5 HP. I healed 10. So I'm at exactly 12 right now. And look at that. Halitosis was used. The air ring did its thing, but it broke. My first use of a ring broke, which kind of sucks because it's a 40% chance. I was hoping I would be able to keep that around for a little while. But it's very interesting because, as it turns out, Greg actually is never aware that any of my rings broke. So, so I'm expecting water and air to be used. So I use these 2 rings at the same turn. And since obviously that there are 7 icons each, this perfectly adds up to 14. It's just 7 times 2. So I can pair up any 2 rings with each other and get the maximum potential icons. That's mainly the reason why I wanted to try it out. I wanted to try out the ring combos. And as you can see, look at that defense right there. I was hoping for water and air, and he uses water and air. Exactly. I only take 1 damage that turn, and I deal out 4. That was really good, except for the fact that both of my rings broke that turn. Oops, your earth ring broke. Oops, your fire ring broke. And just to rub it in, we're going to tell you one more time. Oops, your earth ring broke. I don't know why it told me twice there, but not for the fire ring. Like, for the defense, it's almost like I have a theory about this. I have a feeling that when you catch defense with your earth ring, like, the chance of it breaking, like, doubles. Because, like, sometimes it says that it breaks when you attack with it. Sometimes it says it breaks when you defend with it. Sometimes both, like it did right there. So I'm a little skeptical that it's a 40% chance. It might be 40% chance if you just attack, but in that case it didn't. So right now I'm just going all out offensive. I'm saving my last ring right here. I don't think I should have. As you can see, yeah, I really shouldn't have. I should have used my water ring there, but I had no reason to think that he had fire. But as you can see, he's got fire, and he's gonna use fire for the remainder of this match. I mean, I didn't know that at the time, but that's the only prediction I can make, because the 1 ring I have remaining is that damn water ring. So, and as you can see, Greg knows here. Yeah, I've been pondering those rings, but wasn't completely sold. I'm not completely sold either, because I think it's a pain in the ass to have them break every time. But I thought this was just a fun, like, the main reason I wanted to go with the set is because I thought it'd be a fun set to use. And it most definitely was a fun set to use. It's like, not often do you deal with fragile weapons. So, and this is another thing. You can pair any elemental ring with the engraved chakram. That's 6 physical icons, 4 water icons, and then 3 defense of fire. And as you can see, that fire defense comes in handy. And by the way, that previous combo was 13 out of potential 14 icons. So, I'm right at the ceiling there. And as you can see, my water ring catches some the Mighty Cobra Mace's fire icon. So that was really, really good. And as you can see, my water ring broke. Every single one of my rings broke. Now, if you've been paying attention, you might notice that Greg actually used his bandage already, but it failed. It didn't do anything. This is one of the things that's pissing me off. So sometimes bandage can simply fail. But here's the thing. Even if it did work, it would be 7-6 right now, right? You add 5 HP to Greg's HP right now. It's 7-6. And as it turns out, even if that were to, even if that bandage were to work out, I still would have won by 1 HP. because we both dealt 6 damage. So yeah, and there's not much you can do there. I mean, there was some things that you could do there if he was aware. You know, if it actually was 7 to 6, he probably would have used a different move. But yeah, that's a very weird glitch. But anyways, guys, that's my video. I had a lot of fun using those rings. I mean, TPL is just something where you can just try anything you want, put it to use in seconds. So I think TPL is really fun in that way. I'm not sure how I feel about the league as a whole quite yet with the defense and everything, but I'll be sure to give it a few more battles. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.